Where do I begin? Okay, so if you have not seen the news, so a guy named Nikocado Avocado, who I'm just learning about, I'd seen a lot of his content on Instagram of just like rolling and just pulling clips from some of the stuff that's pretty disgusting, pretty sad. But apparently the controversy, or I don't even know if it's a controversy, it's kind of a positive thing, is he lost 250 pounds. And the cool part about it is he did it in silence, where he pre-recorded these videos of him doing these mukbangs. A mukbang is basically eating in front of the camera while just having a casual conversation with the viewer. From the thumbnails, what I'm looking at on his channel, it looks disgusting. I don't even want to watch these videos. But he basically pre-recorded these videos and over the past 2 years has been losing weight in silence and dripping out these videos. Now, I watched the beginning of his video announcing and basically just like showing his weight loss. It's really interesting, a few things he said.
This has been the greatest social experiment for my entire life.
I'm very curious what he means by that in terms of, I'm assuming seeing how people react to him. You're getting a lot of people who definitely show hate to someone who is basically slowly killing themselves by eating this unhealthy food and gaining a ton of weight. I believe he was upwards of over 450 pounds, at least over 400 pounds. But this is crazy, man. Like, people calling me fat and sick, he says. People are the most messed up creatures on the entire planet. I can agree with that partially. And then he said the joke's on you. That's something I wrote down, and I was just curious of like what the joke is, because from what I see, this guy is making money off of eating a ton of unhealthy food and making it somehow entertaining. I'm just at the point in my fitness journey where this stuff disgusts me, like physically gives me just internal not good, and it's because this dude's just eating garbage on camera and just stuffing his face. And clearly before he lost the weight, he had organ issues, he had body fat issues, he was on the road to an early death, and he honestly might have destroyed part of his health and taken a couple years off of his life throughout this process. With that said, the reason I wanted to make this video is there's a couple things. Number one, we can't promote people who are doing this stuff. Like, I don't want to give my energy and attention to someone who's filming videos, gaining hundreds of pounds, and just eating food. Number one, that's promoting an unhealthy lifestyle. It's turning something that should be disgusting and should not be socially accepted into something that's entertaining, and you're entertaining it if you're watching it. But overall, I'm really intrigued with what is going to happen next. So Nikocado Avocado, again, I'm just learning about him. I had seen clips on Instagram, but where do you go from here? You lost a ton of weight. What do you do with this fame? It seems from the video that he posted, he's still going to be doing these mukbangs. So he's still going to be eating the food in front of the camera. And from the looks of it, it's going to be very unhealthy food, and it's going to be more for entertainment. Number one, I don't enjoy the promotion of that. As someone who understands what the ingredients in this types of food that he is eating are doing, it is disgusting. It is unhealthy. It should not be accepted as normal. It should not be normal to have however many pounds of noodles that are coated in sugar, MSG, things that we should be avoiding and not be consuming. But the guy is doing the mukbang, which is where he's making his money, so he's going to continue to entertain in that fashion. But my question is, where does he go from here in terms of promoting? I think he has a really cool opportunity to promote a healthy lifestyle and to actually use that to inspire people to become healthier. But of course, it matters how he did it. I'm curious of what his weight loss strategy was. I'm curious where he's going to go from here, if he's going to make content around how he did it or just stick to the mukbang, which he knows works. Overall, I think this is very interesting when he says social experiment, like what that means, what he's going to be doing with this. He can obviously promote how awful some people can be, which if you scrolled Instagram, you've seen YouTube comments, you know people can be awful. People cannot take other people's feelings into account, and they can just be brutally over honest and sometimes just straight up ignorant. But as someone who just takes full responsibility, you just got to look at, okay, is this worth digging into? If people are rude, if people are mean, are they speaking the truth? If they're speaking the truth, do I have to look in the mirror and figure out how I can change, how I can get better? And if they're not speaking the truth, you don't need to worry about it, because it's just someone who's ignorant and their opinion literally does nothing to shape your life. But yeah, like I said, I'm intrigued to see where this goes. I'm intrigued to see how he turns this into something that could potentially be positive. I'm hoping he does. Hoping he doesn't just use it as like, haha, gotcha, tricked you, and then go back to promoting an unhealthy lifestyle. But we will see. You know, as someone who cares about my health, I'm all about finding the root cause of what's causing the health issues and the overweight issues in our country and doing what's necessary to change that. And on that note, when I talk about food quality, when I talk about fat loss, one of the things that comes up is, of course, our Common Kitchen Upgrades Guide. So I'm a coach full-time. I help people lose weight full-time, and we're really freaking good at it. And so when I introduce how to do this for people, we always talk about simple swaps that give you the biggest result. So this book is going to give you 15 simple swaps that you can make that still allow you to eat the same foods, but help you lose weight, increase energy, reduce bloating, just become healthier in general. You can grab this for free if you head down to the description. But besides that, I'd love to know your thoughts. What's going on with Nikocado Avocado? What do you think? Do you think something good's going to come from this? Let me know. But thank you so much for watching, and of course, as always, make sure to eat smart, move more, sleep deep, and be grateful for this moment. I'll see you in the next video.